Swine flu. In the spring of 2009, our globe was first hit by the nerve-wracking news of swine flu. Even before anyone knew exactly what it was, posters, banners, newscasts, and billboards were promoting good hygiene like it had suddenly gone out of style. Popular media was treating it like an outbreak of the world's deadliest disease. There were glorified published cases of swine flu-related deaths and serious illnesses leading from swine flu. Parents and teachers were shutting down schools due to panic of their children contracting this mysterious and deadly disease. College students were taking a very active risk management system by staying home from classes in order to prevent contraction or hinder from spreading the disease. Pork product producing companies were experiencing extreme deficits in sales because people believed eating pig was a potential cause of this illness. Flowcharts and global maps were tracking the progression of the epidemic through the deepest and darkest corners of the world. Unfamiliar scenes of the 1918 flu pandemic were being brought up to the globe's youth. Were we really to just sit there and believe that this disease epidemic that killed over 50 million people almost a century ago was about to reoccur, if not worse? Have we that little effect on disease control that with all the advances in technology, sanitation, and medicine mean nothing? But what was swine flu? Swine flu, in the microbiological world, was the worst-case scenario of a mutated disease resulting from a fusion of swine flu and the human influenza. If this deadly combination came to be and infected a human, the consequences would be quite unpredictable as is. This is a mere example of scientists' attempt at dealing with the unknown and producing the most frightening response imaginable. What was eventually learned from this seemingly epidemical scare? We know that eating pork products does not lead to the flu. We reestablished a belief in good hygiene and healthy lifestyle is the best combatant to most illnesses. Many people gained a reality check of sorts that the world is full of still unknown diseases with unknown cures, to which we are all susceptible. We learned that the masses' attention span for real problems at hand can be quickly manipulated. We concluded that the swine flu had no significantly greater role on the human body than the regular flu. And lastly, we easily found excuses for staying home from our obligations in the year of 2009. Swine flu was not the end of humanity that many groups of people were fearful of. We persevered through this scare and came out victorious. Were people wrong for being cautious in their behavior? No. Were they contributing to unnecessary widespread panic? Yes. It seems that people need something to fear on a tangible level. We strive off of it. We seem to be in a time of doubt, confusion, and general loss of a sense of what to do. So many popular TV shows revolve around the themes of Armageddon, terror, war, and Judgment Day these days that it's no wonder people are expecting the worst. These are very interesting and romantic topics to ponder endlessly on, but have no real positive direction. If we are to survive out our given time on this earth, we should focus on how to do it in a positive way. Why dwell on potential catastrophic failure of species? Swine flu did not contribute any new alien disease or fear into our respective societies. All these things already existed, and now the focus on them has already passed. Swine flu, that's so 2009, says the Valley girl in the back of class on her BlackBerry. What will be the next new hotness in the terms of global catastrophe? We can only fantasize at the possibilities. A very real and very depressing thought is that taking down all the swine flu notice bulletins, people have already forgotten how to wash their hands, cover their nose when they sneeze, or be mindful of others when passing them in the halls. Maybe civilized nations that pay attention to popular news should start reminiscing on past problems more often rather than conjure up new ones. We live in an extremely exciting time of new inventions being produced every day. The only problem with residing on this upwards exponential slope is that it will creep into the dark aspects of our culture as well. With a great new leader always comes a great new criminal.